Wrestling Podcast episode.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. Sí, guten Tag. And howdy, some may say.
Howdy. Yes, howdy. Or what's the other one we can do? Bonjour. We can do bonjour.
Bonjour,
makes sense. Yeah.
But we don't speak those languages.
We do not speak them.
We're more than you can believe.
Or we speak one of them. We speak one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But...
Anyway, welcome back to another Term and Wrestling Podcast episode. Did we do one last week?
No,
we did.
We did not.
No, we didn't. I was at a wedding.
No.
You were busy out, weren't you?
Yeah.
But who cares? We're back. We're back.
We're back. Amazing.
And today, if you haven't sort of gathered, we're in our international football tops because this is going to be a bit of a World Cup cross WWE episode in good timing with current situations of the world. Okay, the World Cup is on. Started last night. Little kick-off game between South Africa and Mexico, where Mexico won 2-0.
3 red
Big up
cards.
shit. Big up shithole.
Big up shithole. Big up
Big up
shithole.
man shithole.
Oh, red card. Big up shithole.
Made 2 tackles. One of them was a red card penalty, and the other one was just a blatant attack on another player.
Big up my guy shithole.
Yeah, man like shithole.
Man like shithole.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun little episode. We've had to do a bit of thinking. It's been a bit of a thinker, this one. But basically, what we're gonna do is we've got 2 segments. We're gonna compare World Cup iconic moments, matches, teams, whatever you want to call it, to WWE moments or wrestlers or whatever. And then the next segment is going to be countries that are in the current World Cup tournament and who we think wrestlers are most like, if that makes sense. Cool. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
listen, watch the end. It'll make sense.
It will make sense.
But,
Everything will make sense. I think we spent a lot of time doing this today, or yesterday, of thinking about it. And I think it's just a really good concept. Let's run with it. Let's go for it.
It's a beautiful concept.
It's a beautiful country. And again, it's topical.
It is. Do you want to kick us off?
I will. First question I ask is, Egypt are not in the World Cup, are they?
Yes, they are.
Okay, cool. That's fine then. Yes, I will kick off. So, as I said, we were relating moments to things in WWE. And I think the very first one I should give off, seeming that the man is wearing the shirt of the country I'm about to speak of.
We are giving explanations as well, aren't we?
Yeah, of course we are.
Okay.
Of course we are. We wouldn't be doing it for no reason. I think some of them speak for themselves, but of course we are. So I've actually gone the Spain's golden era in 2008-2012, right?
Okay.
And how I've related that to WWE is Roman Reigns' pandemic run during during this whole period, this whole 4 years.
Do you know what? I've got literally the exact same one. Spain 2010 is like the rise of the bloodline.
Yeah.
Makes
sense, doesn't it? It makes sense.
does.
I simply because well, I can't remember English. I did it simply because, well, his run was about 4 years of being a dominant for about 4 years. Well, it was 2 years solid, but he was champion for 1,000 and odd days, right?
Yeah.
So 3 years, about 3 years, 4 years.
4 years. We'll put four to be easy.
Yeah, it's quite accurate to the golden era of, Spain winning the 2008 Euros, then winning the 2010 World Cup, then winning the 2012 Euros. So, kind of speaks. That kind of spoke. I feel like that one kind of spoke for itself, really, in that one. Why did you pick it? Same thing?
I did have the same one, but I've got a bit of a niche one here. I've got Diego Forlan's performance in 2010 as compared to Dolph Ziggler's 2014 run.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
That.
So,
good.
the reason I've compared that is because Diego Forlan sort of came out of nowhere. He was known. He was a good player, but he wasn't like, no one really batted an eyelid at him.
Yeah.
Kind of the same with Ziggler. Obviously, you got to remember that there's a lot less wrestlers than there is football players.
Obviously.
So take that into account.
Yes. Everything we say, by the way, everything we say.
But he was dominant. Like, he scored so many goals, so many clutch moments, so many big moments. compared to Ziggler's 2014 Survivor Series match, as a prime example, putting away, was it a 4-on-1 at one point?
Yeah, mate.
Overcoming everything and shocking the world and just making a big name for himself. That really, really, I think, cemented Ziggler as a top guy, and it cemented, I think, Fallon as a top guy at that time as well.
I would agree with you because I believe football law here. So obviously, Fallon was at United, kind of flopped. Then he went to Villarreal. He did better, obviously, he did really good at Villarreal. And then he went to, I believe he went to Atletico Madrid afterwards. And then obviously he went to that World Cup. I think Atletico Madrid were on the fringes, or if not, won the Europa League around that time. And Fallon went into that 2010 World Cup and he was just a balling. He loved that Jubilani ball so much.
He loves that ball so much.
He loved that ball so much. That's fantastic. I think that's really good. And obviously Ziggler, around 2013-14, obviously he had the cash in, won the world title. Scoring victories, was in the main event. Yeah, I can't really knock that. And bat an eyelid in that one. Really good. Really, really good.
Thank you.
Right. So my next moment is, and I think you'll like this one, because it has storyline sense, makes sense. I've got Brazil redemption win of winning the World Cup in 2002, and I've related that to when HBK won the world title in 2002 when he came back from Survivor Series. Sorry, SummerSlam. Now, why I've said this is Brazil in the 90s, dominant. They won the 94 World Cup. They got to the 98 World Cup final, lost it. And then after losing the World Cup in 98, you're thinking, oh, damn. Obviously, they got talented players still. Of course, they have Ronaldo, Rivaldo, all the usual names. But, like, I believe it was like 97, 98 that...
95, 96, 97, 96,
95, 96, 97.
95, 96, 97.
I believe that, obviously, they just had their heartbreak. Their heartbreak was losing the World Cup final to France.
I see what you've done there. I see what you've done there. He knows what he's done.
He knows what he's done. The heartbreak kid, Shawn Michaels, had his heartbreak in 96, 97, 98 because he got his back injury and had to retire. Comes back and then wins the world title at SummerSlam in the elimination.
Exactly like R9.
Exactly like R9 as well. R9, to be fair, I could have even related that to R9's redemption story as well, 2002.
Yeah.
Because he had that awful injury at Inter Milan, tore his ACL, I think. And then, again, was probably like not the same, but still came back for the World Cup in 2002 and was the best player, got top scorer and everything. So
it's a great comparison.
It's good, isn't it? So, that's my second comparison.
Very good. I was just looking at my shirt then and thinking, why the fuck is there not a star here? Because Spain have won a World Cup, and then I was like, oh, this was literally 90 minutes before they won the World Cup.
That is the top they won the World Cup final in. That top.
It is. It says it right there. So my next one, I've got, again, another bit of a niche one. Zack Ryder in 2011 compared to James Rodriguez in 2014. My reasoning for that is Zack Ryder that was his year in terms of his career. Obviously, he didn't win a world title, but he won the Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match at WrestleMania. Huge moment for him. But off the back of it, was the momentum and the success carried on? Not necessarily as much as people would have hoped for. Same with Rodriguez. Burst onto the scene at the World. I mean, he was good at Porto. Don't get me wrong.
He was good at Porto, and then he was great. He was really good at Porto. I remember from FIFA and stuff like that.
And Monaco was he Monaco?
No, he went to Monaco after the.
No, he didn't. He went straight to Madrid.
He was at Monaco beforehand. Yes. He went to Porto, then he was at Monaco for the World Cup, and then after the World Cup, he went to Real Madrid. Yeah.
Yes. So obviously, James burst onto the scene and took everybody by storm with his just incredible playmaking, shooting, just vision for the game. His flair as well. But yeah, I mean, was unbelievable. Scored that. I mean, we all know the goal off his chest, bang, rifle down the middle of the goal. But everybody had a lot of hype for him. Got that big money move to Real Madrid, but his career just didn't go the way everybody wants. That's not me saying it was a bad career. He had he had a great career.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think we could all admit it didn't live up to the hype that it was projected to be. Obviously, having an all right sort of few seasons at Madrid, obviously got fizzled out of the squad eventually. Same thing happened in Bayern, then moved to my boys Everton. Played an amazing 27 games. Got, I think it was 8 and 5, something like that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I love that Everton team, by the way. That's a side note.
Oh, so good, bro. We're top of the league. We're top of the league at Christmas.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
And then ended up sort of fizzling out into the Colombian leagues and the Mexican leagues, I think it was. But yeah, so yeah, Zack Ryder to James in 2014.
And I think it's a really good comparison because we used 2011. I think he used the Intercontinental Championship run, but I think that was a bit afterwards. When you're actually referring to is probably when he won the US title and he had the Internet Championship.
No, I'm referring to the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, you're actually referring it to WrestleMania 32? Something like that? Something like that. So yeah, fair enough. I think, they make sense. It makes sense. That's good. That's good. Cool. That's some good shit. I like that one. My next one is our boy Phil Brooks, Mr. CM Punk.
Pepsi
leaving WWE / leaving AEW retrospectively in 2014 and 2023. And that links to the France locker room collapse in 2010.
That's funny because I actually had that down, but for Italy not making the World Cup.
Oh, that to be fair.
Big dog, yeah. But I like yours better. That's good. That's good.
I mean, again, Mr. Phil Brooks, Pepsi Phil, Chip Magnet Phil. He has his little controversies with wrestling companies. I mean, apparently he's had one right now. Apparently, rumours out he's having one right now.
I don't believe that for one second.
I don't believe it really, but apparently rumours that he's having one now. I think he's taking time off because he was pretty much on Raw every single week for the last God knows. But him leaving in 2014 and leaving AEW in 2023 were all due to locker room collapses. They all were. Yeah. It was all just falling out with people in the locker room. It was all about thinking they deserved more and they weren't getting more. And that it also comes from, I guess, starts from a point where they're getting years of not working, like years of the French squad not working, or the years of CM Punk not working in WWE in terms of not actually feel like they're getting what they're getting. And I think, it relates to 2010 locker room fallout with France because after the 2006 World Cup, France actually kind of struggled to get and qualify for the 2010 World Cup, for instance.
Too many egos.
Too much egos. I remember the handball from Henry actually got them into the World Cup against Ireland, I think. Got them into the World Cup for 2010. So they only luckily got in there. And then once they got in there, it was just complete chaos. And then they basically just crashed out of the 2010 World Cup.
Watch the documentary if you guys haven't seen it.
Yeah. Watch the
documentary.
Yeah, it's really good. It's the Anelka one, right?
Yes, the Anelka one.
Yes, it is, yeah. So, I thought that was a really good one to compare. It makes sense.
I like it. Very good.
So, that's my third one. Go on, big man.
So, my next one is the Zidane headbutt compared to the Seth Rollins Shield turn.
Yeah! Now, I know you spoke about it before. You said heel turn of Cena. But I think there's probably other things that can align better with that one.
Definitely. So the reason I went with Seth instead is because the Shield are on top of the world at that point. Everybody expected great things from them. They were massive baby faces. And then obviously Seth with that chair shot to the back of Roman Reigns had people up in uproar. There was disappointment in him. A lot of angry fans. Very similar to Zidane. Idolised. Everybody loves Zidane.
Yeah.
And then right as he's about to peak in his career,
he already peaked. I think he peaked from 2002.
He did, yes, but have another peak almost of winning a second World Cup.
Yeah.
For him to do what he did in a malicious, malicious event, same as Seth, a malicious event,
Really good.
to then have all the fans be like just disappointed and angry at him of why have you done that? And did it cost him some reputation points? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Same with Seth, it cost him some. Obviously in WWE, it's built.
works
That's
different.
built. It's built to happen. That's meant to happen, and there is the grass is greener on the other side, pre-planned for Seth. So that's a bit different. But I think just the similarities of the attack, the malicious event, just go hand in hand with each other, both at the top of their game, and just have it all come crashing down.
That is superb. I like that.
Thank you.
It's a good one. I like that one, mate. Right, you'll love the next one. I'm telling you, you'll love the next one. So I've got the Italy winning the 2006 World Cup, and that links to Edge winning the Money in the Bank, and then defeating John Cena to become WWE champion or WWE champion. And why I've linked that is because in 2006, Italy had the Calciopoli scandal, right? That was post the Calciopoli scandal where they won the World Cup. Edge had an affair with Lita, and that was also a scandal. So they both got rewarded, or they both were rewarded for doing bullshit beforehand.
Brilliant, love it. Oh, that's
To be fair to you, I think it's
fantastic
around-
comparison.
I think it's the same year too. I think it was both 2006.
Oh,
2005,
yeah,
2006.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never would have thought of that. That's well done, very well done.
So obviously, again, as it speaks for itself, Italy, they had I can't really say it properly, but Calciopoli scandal, where basically refs were getting paid off. Juventus were paying off refs. A lot of the team, a lot of the actual Italy team had a lot of players that played for Juventus. And then they goes to the World Cup and end up winning that shit, which is just funny. Same with
Brilliant.
Edge. Edge had the scandal with Matt Hardy and Lita. Obviously broke up their relationship. And then Edge seemed like he benefited from it because, you know, in heel fashion, he got the girl, he won the Money in the Bank, and he won the championship from John Cena. From
Pissed
it.
off a lot of people.
And I mean, it's a bit different in terms of maybe Italy. In terms of I think they already won a World Cup by then. Yeah, definitely.
Who were they against in the final? Again,
France.
France.
Yeah.
Trying to think about is John Cena like the France in that situation there?
Well, everyone wanted France to win. Really.
Kinda. Yeah,
Everyone wanted
yeah.
France to win, really. Yeah, everyone wanted France to win.
Yeah, very good. I like that one.
And Edge had a scandal, and he got benefit of having a scandal. So yeah, I thought that'd be a good one to have. That's
I like
what
that. I like that a lot. Very, very good.
Very good.
So my next one is that my computer banging? Yeah, it is. Is the Croatia reaching the final in 2018?
Yes.
Yes. To Kofi Mania.
Oh, now you're gonna love me.
Have you done the same
we're gonna
thing?
do this together. It is.
Okay.
It is Kofi Kingston, my last one. It is. But I've done him winning the WWE title, right? At WrestleMania 35, as the shock win of Leicester winning the Premier League in 2016.
Brother, that ain't the fucking World
Oh
Cup.
yeah, it's not fucking World Cup.
Anyway, that's dickhead sit in his thoughts. So the reason I picked Croatia
I'm an idiot. Right, I'm gonna think on the fly.
just don't. Let me explain.
No, I'm gonna think on the fly. I'm going to. Have to now. I have to now. It's like Greece winning the two. No, because I was
Also
the
not the
Euros.
World Cup.
Ah,
Bro, just stop.
I'm
Just
gonna
stop.
cook. I'm gonna be cook. I'm gonna. Cook.
No. I'll explain. You have a think.
Yeah.
So the reason I picked Croatia reaching the final and Kofi made it, yes, I know Croatia didn't win it and Kofi won something, but it's the underdog story which we're talking about here. Croatia coming into the tournament, maybe a bit of a dark horse, maybe, but they weren't like how do I say it? They weren't Oh my god. They didn't have anybody backing them before the tournament. All their Dark Horse runs have sort of come after a bit as well. But yeah, I mean, no one fucking expected it. The massive underdogs. I mean, everybody started realising, oh shit, these guys are getting a bit of traction. Everybody hops on board. Same thing with Kofi Mania. And everyone was like, oh shit, we could push him to the fucking moon. Obviously, he goes on and goes through a lot of hard times to get to that world title shot. Goes on and wins it. But I think just more the underdog story and the fans all rally behind him becoming a fan favourite is the comparison there.
Oh man, I've really fucked myself in the ass here.
Have you what have you done on your list? Have you got loads of like random shit?
No. Every other one of them makes sense, and it makes sense for the next bit. It's just this bit I fucked up on.
Okay.
Although the comparison does make sense. It's not World Cup themed, but it makes sense.
I get it, yes.
It sadly makes sense. The problem is it makes sense for the wrong fucking video.
I wouldn't, just don't bother trying, man. Don't even try and resuscitate that.
I was on the same lines with Kofi. It had to be something Kofi related, but
it's hilarious.
Fucking idiot.
Oh,
I have one.
okay.
I have one. I do have one. It's a stretch, but I have one. No, it's not a stretch. It's not a stretch. Not a stretch. I have one. I have either. You can either have either stars here because it both makes sense to either of them. Damien Sandow / Mr. Kennedy. Hear me out.
Okay.
To the Roberto Baggio miss in the World Cup '94 final when he skied it. Hear me out.
Yeah, I'm going to need to take you out on this one.
Damien Sandow and Mr. Kennedy both won the Money in the Bank briefcases. However, either had failed cash-ins or weren't able to cash in their opportunity because it got robbed from them.
I like that. It's very, very niche.
Yeah, very niche. Baggio, obviously in the '94 final, it was to basically win his team or keep his team in the
Man who
World
died
Cup.
standing.
Yeah, and he missed it, and after missing it, it kind of just derailed his career from then afterwards. And you could say the same.
Got fired. Sandow got fired. I like that. That's really, really good.
Yeah, out of nothing, that's a pluck. But
wait, that wasn't written down.
No. I just thought that on top of my head.
All right, you've redeemed yourself. Well done.
But I haven't. That was still shocking take for Kofi and the Leicester win.
I'm not. Although I'm not the one that edits this, you better not fucking edit that out.
I'm not editing it out. I'm not editing it out. But yeah, Damien Sandow, Mr. Kennedy, were very hyped up. Was a lot of fans loving them, and they just weren't able to cash in to get to the World Championship.
It's a good one, bro. I like it.
Obviously, Edge took Mr. Kennedy's briefcase, and he then cashed it in to win the title, as I said, against John Cena. And yeah, Baggio just he wasn't able to get his world title.
Nope.
Missed the chance.
Good comparison. I like it. So my next one.
I saved myself there.
Yeah.
And I've actually probably gave it a very niche one, but probably one of the best ones I've gave. So.
So my next one is the Luis Suarez handball in 2010.
I was thinking that, but I didn't know how to relate that to something.
I related it to Triple H screwing Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam 2014. 2014?
Yeah, it was WrestleMania 30. Around WrestleMania 30.
Just before that time.
That's
obviously, for people who know, Triple H was a special guest referee in a match between Daniel Bryan and... Help me out here.
Daniel Bryan, What do you mean, in terms of the final match?
No. The SummerSlam match.
Randy?
No, because Randy came in and cashed him. That's how Triple H screwed him. Is it Batista?
Might be a Google.
Or was it Big Show?
Might be a Google.
I think it might be a Google.
Google time.
Let me have a little Google.
Oh, you're searching.
SummerSlam. Yeah, Daniel Bryan, Triple H. Let's see what this comes up with. Oh, he defeated John Cena.
Oh, right. Okay.
So, not much of a comparison for that with Garner, but anyway, yeah, obviously Daniel Bryan beat John Cena, got a massive babyface reaction. Obviously, Triple H was in the good books of the crowd at the time. Led to him booting Daniel Bryan in the cock. Daniel Bryan falling down, and whose music hits? Randy Orton to come in and cash in and win the world. The WWE title, I think it was.
It was the WWE title. It was a WWE title. Yeah.
But obviously, that's a babyface getting absolutely screwed over by a heel. Same thing. Garner were a massive babyface at Africa World Cup, and Suarez being the heel that he always has been and always will be, going in with the massive handball off the line, palms it away, and completely kills off all Garner's momentum and dreams. So I think that was probably the most accurate one I've been able to get.
That is accurate. I mean, you haven't explained the second part of how. You didn't explain the second part of how it then, and there is a second part to both things. So, you say Garner, obviously got knocked out of the World Cup then in 2010, right? You flash back 8 years later when Garner versus Uruguay in the 2018 World Cup. Garner knocked Uruguay out of the World Cup.
We did. Oh yeah, and I guess Daniel Bryan beat
Garner got the redemption.
Triple H at WrestleMania 30. And then Randy... Okay, yeah, look at that.
That's even more accurate than you probably thought it is.
Yeah, there's so much more knowledge than I thought there was.
So, yeah, I don't have any more. But that's pretty good. Have you got any more?
You got no more? I've got a few more. I've actually got another...
Go for it.
I've got another 5.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll run them through and quick.
Yeah.
So I had Messi winning in 2022 compared to Cody Rhodes winning the WWE title at WrestleMania 40. I think that one is probably the most self-explanatory one, as they got a lot of limelight in WWE. I mean, WWE is massive, but Cody Rhodes finishing the story and the build-up, there were so many fans I'd see on TikTok, Instagram, everything you want to name, that knew about this match and the magnitude of it. And again, Messi, always destined to win that World Cup, never got his hands on it. Same with Cody, never got his hands on the WWE title. Finally did it, brought it home. My other one...
They're both reigning champions at the moment too.
They are indeed. My other one is Germany winning 7-1 against Brazil. Is like Brock Lesnar putting away and beating The Undertaker, defeating the streak at WrestleMania 30. Obviously, Brazil have won 5 World Cups before that. They are the big dogs of the tournament. You think of the World Cup, you think of Brazil. Simple as that. You think of WrestleMania, you think of Undertaker. Simple as that. Germany are up and coming. They've won titles in the past. They've won a few World Cups. Brock Lesnar has won a few world titles. And then they run so parallel. So that was one of my favourite comparisons, actually.
And also, again, you've not realised, the same year, 2014.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My next one.
World Cup 2014, same year.
My next one is Argentina versus France, compared to Austin versus Rock at WrestleMania X7. There's not much backstory necessarily, but just the magnitude of teams and players. Austin and Rock. Need I explain more? Argentina and France. Need I explain more? Both the big top of their games, fan favourites, have the most traction worldwide. Similar powerhouse matchups. And my final one...
That's fucking class. Again, I've got to stop you.
I missed out something else again.
That's class. Yes, because they're good, and I need to elaborate them on more. Again, there's something else again. You look at Austin and The Rock, both top of their games. You would arguably say that, obviously, they both had something to lose. Argentina has something to lose because if Messi loses that World Cup final, who knows if he's going to win another, he's going to have a chance to redeem himself from 2014 World Cup. Who knows, right? But you know that he needs to win this. You also have France, who have just come off winning the World Cup in 2018. So, again, two big dogs, and they're like, right, they've both got stuff to lose here. And then Austin Rock, it runs for itself. They both had stuff to lose there.
Yeah, massively.
That's fantastic.
Very good. I'm so happy you're here to add those extra bits of details.
Yeah,
Quick point, actually, though, which I do want to discuss with you. It's not really to do with wrestling, but
Go for it, man.
people are looking at the favourites of the tournament, right? Spain, France, England. Nobody who I have seen anywhere has even considered the fact that what if Messi goes and does it again? What if Messi goes and wins another World Cup back to back? But because they've already done it, it was like Cody Rhodes. They finished the story, whatever. There is no pressure on them. They could go out in the round of 32 and people go, it doesn't really matter. They won the last one. Messi's got his World Cup. Pfft, whatever. They'll go again next time with a brand new fresh squad. But no one's considered the fact that Messi they have a genuine shot. They have Julian Alvarez at the top of his game at the moment. Messi, who's still balling out. I mean, is he the same player? I don't know. But with Argentina, he's a different breed of player still.
Yeah, Messi's still Messi, isn't he? He's still Messi.
Yeah.
Like Messi on his day is still the best player in the world for me.
So I think people need to keep an eye out on them because they're still one of the best in the world.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm not knocking it, to be honest with you, because I could probably see that Messi could win it again. There's no reason to say that Argentina couldn't win the World Cup again.
No.
I'm more interested to see if Portugal actually do something better.
I found out they would. I don't think they can. I think they can play each other in the final, but the realistic outcome they'll play each other in the quarters or the semis or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
like quarters or semis or something like that. Yeah.
Feed it me.
Imagine.
I mean, well, no,
Imagine.
Mark, there is a genuine opportunity, right? When we go to Jared Miller, hi Crackhead,
Hi, Jay.
hi Jay, on the 11th of July, where we can be watching England versus Brazil, Argentina versus Portugal, and then the McGregor fight straight after.
Wait, is the 11th? Is the 11th or the 18th?
10th or the 11th. No, we're seeing each other 2 weekends in a row.
Oh, are we? Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, cool.
Yes, we are.
Oh, okay, cool.
But anyway, my final comparison before we're going to take a little Aguasingas break.
Aguasingas!
Aguasingas! Hey! Speaking of the Spanish and the Mexican and stuff, I've gone with very similar things here. Maradona Hand of God compared to just Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Cheating his way to world titles, to big moments throughout his career.
You're going to love that one. I'm going to make a comparison with that one. You're going to love it. Keep going, but I'm going to make a comparison with
And obviously Maradona, one of the most famous, if not the most famous moment in football history. The Hand of God to put it in the net to send England packing. Was that Mexico? Yeah.
Eddie Guerrero.
Was that a comparison?
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
Eddie Guerrero's Mexican, and Maradona did the Hand of God in Mexico.
Even better. There we go.
It writes itself, mate.
Perfect. And that is the end of the World Cup X WWE comparison segments. And it is now time for an Aguasingas break!
Aguasingas.
Welcome back, guys. After our little Aguasingas break, you know how it goes. We've got to lubricate the throats. So this next segment, as we stated previously, is going to be comparing wrestlers past and present, whoever we've got. We don't know which each other have got. We never do. Just brings the excitement to it.
Yeah.
And we're going to compare them to...
podcast that thinks we actually know each other's things. We don't.
We actually don't. Like,
no.
All of our preppers write something like this and we'll bring it to the podcast. We have no idea.
Yes.
And we're going to basically compare them to a country for a specific reason and give those reasons. And yeah, that'll be the last segment. And then we'll explain what's happening over the next few weeks after.
Yes.
Cool. Do you want to start or shall I start this one?
Um,
Fuck it, I'll start.
I started the first one, so you can start
Yeah,
this one.
cool. So I have actually got, you know what? We'll start with Spain. And I've got Gunther.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more.
My reasoning for Gunther, I am going to look at my notes at the same time, guys. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
is technical excellence,
Yes.
relentlessly efficient,
Yes.
and wins by wearing opponents down. And when he is on top, he is on top for a long time.
Yes.
Look at his IC Championship reign. Look at his NXT Championship reign. Even his World Heavyweight Championship reign was a decent amount of time. And compare it to Spain. Look at their 2008 Euros, 2010 World Cup, 2012 Euros. And then, obviously, they have a bit of a break from winning stuff, and then he goes and wins the World Heavyweight title. Same with Spain, who went and won the Euros. So, I think, yeah, but very good comparisons.
I like that comparison.
So, I assume a lot of people would have gone, oh, Austria, but that's not what we're doing. It's not.
No.
That's not what we're doing. It's like John Cena won't be America.
Yeah, of course.
Because America don't win shit. So yeah, Spain together.
So I am going to do France, and that links to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Why?
I had Seth Rollins for France.
Right. So I have you can explain afterwards, but I
Yeah.
have Stone Cold Steve Austin for France. Purely the fact is this: arrogance. The one. I'm not trying to be, stereotypical
fact.
racist, by the way, but they have that
Pause,
arrogance.
pause.
And arrogance never necessarily.
How the fuck does that make? It has anything to do with racism?
Oh, because stereotypically, French people could sometimes be labelled as arrogant people, and they're not.
That doesn't make it racist. Nothing to do with racism. Like I could say you're arrogant. That's not me being racist to you, is it?
Okay, it's pushing up the chest, bruv. It's pushing up the chest. Know who they are. Pushing up the chest. Know who they are. Not have anyone really saying a battle idea and chat shit about them. That's basically Stone Cold in France. They're multiple time world champions. Multiple time won stuff. Even Euros. You've had an IC title run from Stone Cold, or US title runs from Stone Cold. You've had, again, world championships. They've both, Stone Cold's won a world championship, many. France have won a couple world championships by now. I wouldn't say necessarily its style of play, but I think for actually the profile of the country and of the wrestler, they just quite align, I think, personally, for me.
That's a good comparison.
Again,
I had Seth Rollins for that because France. Well, Seth Rollins is always in the main event. So are France. Always in the finals, semi-finals, winning them. I'd argue that Seth Rollins has one of the deepest move sets and moves in the game. I mean, he can pull off literally anything. France have the deepest roster or squad in the World Cup. Fact. Not even like their fourth team could make the World Cup with ease. And also, Seth can beat anybody on their day, and so can France. And again, the arrogance is another thing, as you said. But yeah, I like your Stone Cold one. That's good.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that.
So,
What's the other one?
my next one is Brazil. I'm going to compare them to The Rock.
I'm glad. I did Brazil to John Cena. And I'll explain why, but I'll let you explain first.
Okay.
What you said.
So, Brazil in the World Cup are the biggest attraction. As I said in the previous segment, you think of the World Cup, you think of Brazil. I mean, five world titles, or trophy, 5 World Cups. They're the most iconic brand. You think of wrestling, you think of The Rock. People know all his catchphrases. It's so recognizable. And even the casual fans will tune in to watch Brazil. And casuals will tune in to watch The Rock. Obviously, Brazil haven't won it for a long time. Rock was out of wrestling for a long time. But in his prime, won everything. So did Brazil. And every time he comes back, he might win, he might lose. But it's still a very top level of winning or losing. Very similar to Brazil.
I said Cena maybe not in terms, and I think this is one thing for both of us is because we've picked wrestlers are not really flair wrestlers. They're not. They're not flair wrestlers. Like they're not.
I think Rock's got a bit of flair about him, though.
Rock, and they have no flair. They have flair on the mic, so you can take flair on the mic, 100,000,000%, by a mile. In terms of the actual persona, the personality, they're flary like people. They're charismatic people, aren't they? They transcend.
Charismatic, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, charismatic. They transcend, what? Well, they just show again their nation. I'm chatting shit.
They're electrifying.
They're electrifying. Yes. There you go. Oh, very good. And I would say the same for Cena. He's won everything. He's won the most world championships, as you said. He's won confederations. He's won everything you could possibly think of winning. So Brazil.
Yeah.
Again,
Good one.
you said that electrifying.
Cena and Rock.
Cena again. They line up. They line up very well.
They
anyway.
do. They do.
And again, Cena, he comes back into Cena will come back into WWE, and you probably think he's going to win stuff, but then, I mean, recently obviously he won stuff because he's on his retirement tour. But other times when he's come back during lockdown period and stuff like that, he's come back and he's lost. He's losing. He's putting people over. Brazil have been into World Cups as well. And they've not actually won anything. They just put people over, and they've actually had that more recently than anything. They won a World Cup since 2002. So.
Yeah.
Obviously not as long as Cena, but in terms of actually being the top Don Dodders, top of being known in their industries, I think The Rock and Cena are very well for Brazil. Should I do my next one?
Yeah, mate, go for
I
it.
think you'll love my next one. My next one, I've done Randy Orton, and I've linked that to Germany.
Okay.
Now, why I've done that is, again, Germany. I think they've won 3 World Cups. So they're not as big as Brazil. As big as Brazil, but they have won a lot of World Cups. They've won some Euros. They're known. They'll probably go down as one of the greatest nations of all time. They are.
Yeah.
Same with Randy. He's won multiple world titles.
But just not on that Cena level.
But he's not seen the level yet. I don't think he ever will.
I like that. That's good. I really like that, actually.
I think in terms of actually how they wrestle too, it's very, what they're going to do. It's very methodical. It's in the same way you could say obviously German engineering. It's engineered. They were engineered to be powerhouses in the industry that they're in.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Randy the same. Like Randy, moveset. You know exactly what moves he's going to pull off.
It's funny this, sorry, because I had Randy as Germany as well.
Yeah. He could be mean and nasty, but they can get a win over the line. You know exactly what they're going to do. You know what they're going to do, but you can't stop it still.
Germany have always been a bit of a heel team anyway, and that's what they're sort of remembered for. And Randy's remembered for his heel runs, so I like that.
So I think they're very well linked, both of them. So yeah.
I think as well you can add another point in. They can whenever the fuck they want to do it, most of the time, can always remind everybody why they're legendary.
Yeah.
So I have another one, and I have, seeing as it's in America, we'll go with the United States. I've gone with Bron Breakker. Young, very young team, very athletic team, with quite a bit of potential. I think people are writing them off pretty early. I mean, will they do well? Probably not, but I think they will do all right. The home crowd behind them in this World Cup. Obviously, Bron Breakker is American, but both Bron and America still waiting for that breakthrough. When that will come, none of us know, but it will happen at some point. It's bound to happen. So, yeah, both with potential.
Yeah.
And also Bron played in high-level college sports. Did he play? He didn't play in the NFL. Oh, he did. He played very briefly in the NFL.
I think very briefly. He did,
so, very, very Americana.
I like that one. I like that one. And they're yet to win, world titles.
Yeah.
Or anything of real significance.
But the potential's there.
but the potential's there.
Mm-hmm.
I've got banging two, but I'll start with this first one. And you might be like, what, really? I've got, not a WWE star at the moment, but there's very notoriously a WWE star. I've got Chris Jericho, and I've got the Netherlands.
I'm listening. I'm
So,
listening.
When I think of the Netherlands, I think innovator.
Mm-hmm.
When I think Chris Jericho, I think innovator. Chris Jericho is always changing his style up. He's changing what character he is. He's creating stuff. He created the Stadium Stampede. He's the one that created the Elimination Chamber, the concept of it. He's very innovative. He always is ever changing. Yeah. And again, with Netherlands, you know, you've got Total Football.
Total Football, yeah.
Innovating, changing the game, changing how stuff are.
They used to have that, I can't remember what it was called, that press, where they used to just, every single player used to just run at the ball. And overload.
Again, I just put in a line of innovation. They have won, I mean, Netherlands have won only a Euros in 1998. They've never won actually a World Cup. And maybe that's the difference, where Chris Jericho's actually won the World Championship multiple occasions. He was the first unification champion, first unified champion in 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
But he's never been seen as the top. Never actually probably seen as the top. However, always is innovating and changing stuff and then putting a standpoint on wrestling. And again, Netherlands, always innovating, changing stuff, but always putting a standpoint on football.
Yeah. And
So,
I think another good little comparison for that one is that Jericho was always near the top, had the best, some of the best talent, certainly. And you can compare that to Johan Cruyff. You can have Van Persie in there, you can have Robben, Schneider. The list goes on, Van der Sar.
Van der Vaart.
So, you compare it to that.
Yeah, I love that. That's class.
So, my next one is a bit of a niche one again. I'm going to go with Morocco. And I'm going to compare them to LA Knight.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah!
That's good.
So,
that's a good one.
My reasons for that
Very,
is...
very good. That's very, very good.
Thank
Before
you.
even carry on, that's very, very good. But I know, go on, explain.
I'll say my reasons, and then I have one point that's going to be contrary to one of them points.
Yes.
So, an unexpected rise, out of fucking nowhere. Everybody was like, okay, LA Knight's going to be some sort of jobber, kind of person, but then went straight to the top, became a massive fan favourite, which is exactly what Morocco did in the World Cup. The last one got to the semi-finals, and fans all over the world want them to succeed. Everybody is like, when is LA Knight going to win a world title? When's LA Knight going to win a title? I mean, he won the US, yes, granted, but when's he going to get that push?
When he's going to get that main push, yeah.
But my point I'm going to, which is actually quite a recent thing, is I'd say a fan favourite. But a lot of people aren't the biggest fans of Morocco right this moment in time because of the whole AFCON scandal of AFCON stripping Senegal of the AFCON title win. And obviously Morocco were subsequently awarded that championship win, which in a lot of people's eyes are sort of people are going a bit like, fuck Morocco now, you don't deserve shit. But before that, you could argue this comparison, I think.
Yeah, I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that.
We don't get over.
We don't get over. I'm a dance, I look awesome. Right. So my next comparison, I think it's a good one. It's not plainly linked. I wish it was like, it's almost so much close there to be completely country linked to person linked, but it doesn't work out fully like that. I've got Drew McIntyre, and I've got England.
It's a good one. I like that.
Now, Drew McIntyre, his story, his thing is, he's meant to win something. He's meant to be in the main picture for everything. He's meant to be the guy that doesn't get cheated out. And he always comes up with an excuse to, oh, it was this why we didn't win. Oh, it's this reason why we didn't win. Like, he's always getting cheated out. And, he's won a World Cup. Sorry, he's won a World Championship. He's won a couple World Championships now. But he's always been cheated out, or there's always been something that's gone wrong. That is the same for England.
Same for England, yeah.
It's the same for England. Won the World Cup in 1966, But then progressing for that, every tournament, we've been cheated out. You've got close and you've missed out. Either, Euros, the recent Euros that's gone past, got to the final. The Euros before that got to the final.
Keeley and shirt pull. Then you got the Germany disallowed goal.
Yeah.
Ronaldo and Rooney. Like, list goes on, man.
There's always an excuse. There's always something.
Yeah.
And I just thought, like, it's just well aligned. I think
it's a good. No, I really like that. That's good.
That's really well aligned.
So I've got one more.
Yeah, nice. I can give you one more as well after that.
Cool. I've got Uruguay. I'm going to compare them to Kevin Owens.
Ooh. Okay.
Tough.
I'm sat up.
Tough, mean, and doesn't give a single shit if you like them. Has had their time. Obviously, Uruguay won the inaugural World Cup. Kevin Owens has won WWE titles in the past, Universal titles. Like, he was at the top of his game. Obviously, I mean, bless him, he's obviously had a major back injury and neck injury, so that's kept him out of the game for a while. But still, even for quite a couple of years prior to this injury, it happened end of last year, I think. It's been a big period where he didn't win much, hasn't won much. And obviously, no, let's be realistic here. Obviously, the World Cup's only every 4 years. There's a lot of things that happen in those times, and wrestling can change literally by the night. So, but if you wanted to, like, I don't know, look at the percentage of how many days compared to, like, Kevin Owens, how many days has it been since he's won something? Probably not too far off. Still shows up, still puts on a great performance every time he steps onto the pitch. Has their controversial moments. But yeah, I really like that little comparison.
I like that one. That's a nice one. I like that one. My last one, it might be a controversial one. So I'll give you some examples that I had that I'm not going to put as my point. So I had The Undertaker, and I link that to Italy. Why I link that to Italy is they've had world titles, they've been dominant in eras, but when it came to, like, again, it's probably contrary to me in terms of when it comes to crunch time, but when it comes to crunch time, or when it comes to things where they should be like, oh, it's The Undertaker, or oh, it's Italy, they're going to do well, they probably sometimes don't do well. And I think more, when I talk about Undertaker, I more talk about the end of
recent Undertaker.
Yeah, when his career was winding down.
And it kind of makes
sense, where Italy, they won the World Cup in 2006 and haven't really, apart from...
I've done nothing. Apart from winning the World Cup the Euros in 2020.
Yeah, to every win the Euros. They haven't actually even done anything. And anything, they've kind of been low-key seen as a failure, which is not...
But they haven't made the last 3 World Cups. It's not good.
So in
or was
terms
it 2
of
World
actually,
Cups? 2 World Cups.
So in terms of actually later...
No, 3.
Yeah, it's 3. It's 3. So in terms of... Because they won in 2018, they won in 2022, and they're not in this one.
Yeah, because I remember them beating England in 2014.
Yeah. But in terms of actually, like, in terms of their career or their national team going down a bit and going through a spiral, they're going now, I think they're very well aligned with them too. But I'm not picking that one. I also have Shawn Michaels in Argentina. Shawn Michaels, flary guy, won World Cups. Won World Cup Argentina. Shawn Michaels won World Championships. Cena's top of their game, and they've had Messi, Maradona. They're in the GOAT conversation of people. Messi is the GOAT, but they're in terms of they're in GOAT conversations in terms of people. But always something just lets them down. Something always just lets them down.
Always something, yeah.
There's always something that just lets them down. And Shawn's had it where, he's had his antics backstage and it kind of just lets him down a bit and people think a bit bad of him. You know, Argentina, people love Messi, but there was also a period where people didn't necessarily like Argentina as much. Obviously, probably before Messi went about. It's a bit different when Messi came about. Same with Argentina. Argentina, they were loved. A lot of people by Maradona and stuff like that. But there's a lot of haters they have. They both have a lot of haters. So, not necessarily, again, that's why I've not picked them. It's not necessarily the contrary, but you can counter that with another point that would not make it accurate. But the one I'm actually picking to end me talking is, and it's a rogue one. It's a really rogue one, but I think you'll like it. I've actually got Samoa Joe, hear me out, and Egypt. Now, it sounds rogue as fuck.
I'm listening.
Sounds rogue as fuck. And you'll be like, oh, what the fuck? Japan have the most Asian Cups. They have the most Asian Championships. They have the most, African Cups. They've won Africa the most times. Samoa Joe was very dominant in another company. Very dominant in TNA. And, you know, it was a bit dominant in AEW. But they have dominance in what...
Who are you comparing him to here? Japan or Egypt?
No, Egypt, sorry. Egypt and Samoa Joe.
Right, okay.
Right. I just fucked up.
I was like, what the fuck you on about?
Egypt, AFCON. Won the most AFCONs. Samoa Joe could probably say, apart from AJ Styles, the GOAT of TNA. Bar baby AJ Styles. Right? What's actually funny about them two things is, when it comes to the World Cup, Egypt do fuck all. When it came to being in WWE, Samoa Joe didn't really do much. But if they were in TNA or AEW and they weren't in WWE, actually achieving way more. Mm-hmm. I also just wanted to add a thing of Africa country, because I ain't got one yet. But yeah, I thought that was a decent comparison, because it shows that, like, for example, Samoa Joe can be dominant in a different company. Japan, sorry, not Japan, fucking hell, I keep saying Japan. It's because I have Shinsuke Nakamura in my head, and that was my Japan comparison. And you look at Egypt and Africa, and they've got loads of AFCONs, but they can't do anything in the World Cup.
It's a good comparison, mate. I like it a lot.
And also, you would say Salah is like one of the greats of Africa.
Oh, definitely.
But he's one of the greats of all
the
time.
World Cup? No. Everton. Do you mind? Actually, I've got two more, because I think it's appropriate.
Oh, mate, go on.
And then
Go.
We'll finish on them. We'll finish on these, because we haven't done Mexico or Canada. We'll go with Canada first, really quickly. Tiffany Stratton, new school talent.
Wrestlers, because we've done all the wrestling.
A lot of upside, and feels like they're just getting started. Probably won't do much, but they're light. Everybody enjoys them. And then my final one to finish it off is Mexico. And who else could it be other than Rey Mysterio?
Yeah, it was going to be Rey.
Yeah, it has to be Rey. Because he's beloved. Mexico are beloved. Very passionate fan base. And always deliver memorable moments as well. And also,
big up a chiller.
He's Mexican.
Yeah. He's Mexican.
And he's Mexican. And it's
Mexican.
when you say to people, like, name him Mexican, people, although he's not actually Mexican, people will go, Rey Mysterio. So, but yeah.
Rey Mysterio not actually. Of course he's Mexican.
I don't think he is.
Yes, he is. He's got Mexico on his fucking stomach, you idiot. Of course he's a Mexican.
I thought he was from San Diego.
No, that's where he hails from. But he's Mexican. Or at least has Mexican heritage, I think. I might have completely shot myself in the
Place of birth, Chula Vista, California, United States. He's a Mexican-American wrestler, so he's got Mexican heritage in him. Well, guys, that's our World Cup WWE episode. I'm sure we'll probably have another concept video like this, probably the end of the World Cup.
Let's do a game-related thing.
Yes.
World Cup, yeah.
But that is all for this week. But I am going away over the next 2 weeks, so I won't be in the next episode. But you'll get to see my lovely lovely little friend to the left or right of me here. I don't know which way it's going to be. For me, it's the left. You're going to be doing a solo one next week, talking about just WWE news and everything that's going on in the world of wrestling.
And there's a lot of hype, obviously, for I think Forbidden Door the following week, Night Chambers the following week, which we will then cover when you are back.
Which I'll be back for. Yeah.
Which you'll be back for. But yeah, give some general news because well, this fucker's not here and they want to talk about wrestling.
Indeed. But that is all for now, guys. We will see you. I will see you in 2 weeks. I mean, you'll see this motherfucker next week.
What was your LA Knight comparison?
Morocco. You trying to think what's in Moroccan?
Habibi!
Habibi! Hi.
Bye.
For fuck's sake.